Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my July haul in Empties. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button and let's hop into the video. So this video is probably going to be pretty quick. We'll see, because I do kind of want to go over some, I have thoughts I want to talk about. So we'll see if I even post this. If it turns out to be like a 5-minute video, then I'm not going to post it. But I want to do my haul and empties for July, which is, the good news is I only made like 2 purchases this month, which is fantastic. The bad news is I have only 2 empties, plus an empty I forgot to show and 1 declutter. So I guess I will start out with the empties. So I have 2 empties and none of them are makeup. It is my Aquis, I'm not really sure, Restorative Leave-In Conditioner. I got this from my mom and I used it and it did absolutely nothing for my hair. So I'm glad that's finally out of my collection. And then I finished the Cocoa Kind Ceramide Barrier Serum and this was fine. It's just a nice light moisturizer. Nothing that I feel like I need to repurchase, but it was a nice product to use. And then I forgot to show this in a previous empty, so this was definitely part of my totals because it's in my spreadsheet. I just forgot to put it in my empties bin, and this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair face cream, which I do really enjoy this. And what I like to do is typically buy this. Usually they have this in some sort of like holiday set, and so by the time like January rolls around, it's usually on sale at like Sephora. So that's kind of when I usually buy this because it's usually a pretty good deal. Like I like their face cleanser too, so that's what I usually do to get this moisturizer. And then the one declutter I have is the Flower Beauty Light Peach Color Corrector. This was like making my under eye wrinkles really crusty, and I determined it was this product after kind of like testing out each of my under eye products that I've been using. It wasn't my concealer, it wasn't like, I'm not using an eye cream or anything, not my moisturizer, so yeah, this was the culprit. So I'm decluttering this. Unfortunately, I didn't get to finish it, but at least I was able to hit pan on it and get some decent use on it, so at least there's that. So that is everything I emptied. Well, the 2 things I emptied for the month of July was just a slow month, although August is starting out to be significantly better. So for July, I finished 2 products for a value of about $25. I don't know how much this is. It's like a deluxe size sample, so I just gave myself $3 for that. I'm sure it costs a little bit more than that, but it's fine. And then this was about $22. So not probably the worst month I've ever had. For August, I already finished 4 items, and I know there's going to be quite a few more on the way, so August empties should be significantly better. Now, before I get into what I bought for July, I started out the month with, I had 9.5 makeup credits I could buy, 6 palette credits with 1 palette credit pending because I needed 9 more singles to make 1 palette. 20 single shadows makes a palette for me. And so obviously during this month I did not gain any makeup credits. I didn't use up any makeup empties, so no credits earned there. So I ended up spending 2 makeup credits and 1 palette credit. So the makeup credits I used is I bought 2 lipsticks from Lisa Eldridge's new launch. I absolutely love her lipsticks. They're my absolute favorite, and hers and ColourPop's, which 2 completely different price ranges, are my favorite. I love the Lippy Sticks and I love the Lisa Luxuriously Lucent and the Velvets. So this launch is typically when she does her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks. So I ended up buying 2. There were a lot of pinks this time around, which is just not my lipstick color. So I went with Meet Me in Berlin, which is just a really nice kind of sheer chocolate nude color, and it's really pretty. I really like it on me. I just rolled this into Partners in Cream to use it 5 times. I almost paired it with this look, but it did not look good, so it's just a really great formula. I love how sheer and balmy it is. It's like perfect for this time of year, so I really like that color. And then I ended up picking up Palazzo, which I really just was drawn to this color. It is a red shade, but it's a very neutral red. Like, I think you can tell it's not too cool, but it's not too warm. I've already worn this and I really like it. Typically I reach for more matte formulas for reds, but when I was watching the swatch video that Lisa did and looking at the swatches on the models, like I was just really drawn to this palazzo color, so I did end up picking it up and I'm really happy about it. I was also looking at the shade Wonder Wheel. I ended up passing on it because I wanted to see how it compared to Dance Card. And I just feel like I don't wear that color quite enough for me to justify it. So I ended up only purchasing these two, and I'm really happy with that purchase. I love this formula. I think it's one of my favorites, but I do prefer the Velvet formula just a bit more. So I'm really excited to see what shades she comes out with for her fall launch this year. I'm really, really excited. And then the palette credit I bought this month, I actually don't have. It was a pre-order that won't get shipped until September, but I pre-ordered the Colored Rain Safari Rain palette. This is a palette that I've had so much FOMO over. It came back once before and I did not buy it. I think actually it came back as singles, and I was kicking myself for not buying it. And every time I saw someone use it, I just wished I had it so badly. Well, I got an email and it said it was back in stock, and I decided to go for it. It was also like $25, which I just feel like for an indie brand, for a 9-pan palette, that's like a really good price for an indie brand. So I kind of just jumped on it. I didn't really think it through, but I knew it's something that I've been wanting for a really, really long time and wished I had bought previously. And I know it's a palette I will get a lot of use out of. Just the colors and the tones are just like right up my alley. So I'm really excited for that to ship. It'll be shipping in September, which is like perfect for fall. I'm really excited to get that in my hands. So that means that I have 7.5 makeup credits left. I have 5 palette credits remaining, one of which is pending. 9 more single shadows will make a palette. And I've already made one purchase for August. You could probably guess what it is if you know me and you know what I've been talking about and my love for indie single shadows. So you probably can guess what that was, but I made a pretty sizable order, which used up a decent amount of my palette credits, but I still will have some remaining for the rest of the year. That is where I am for July. I'm not going to get into August, of course. Hopefully just that one purchase. Oh, actually, there was a couple things I wanted to show. So one area I wanted to just start showing in these haul videos, they're not counting towards any type of credit or anything. It's just a purchase I want to start monitoring because I've noticed myself buying more of them. And I know fall season is when I'm going to want to buy a lot of these, and that is candles. I don't burn them nearly as often as I should, but I've been finding myself buying them more and more, and my favorite scents are fall scents. And so I just want to start monitoring these purchases. So I actually ended up buying 3 in July, and I will probably buy some this month in August because it's the same brand that I'm purchasing from. I really like their candles, and I really love their fall scents. So the brand is Evil Queen, and the reason I ended up buying from them is they were releasing this candle. It's called Burn It Down, and $10 of every candle went towards, you basically could pick which like abortion fund or abortion support network that the $10 would go to, which I feel like $10 is a pretty significant amount for a candle being donated. So I could have just donated directly, but I wanted to support the candle as well because I really liked it. So I should say before I start showing the candles, some of these candles do have swear words, so if you don't want your little kids hearing them, just skip along or put in headphones. But this one is Burn It Down, like I think I already mentioned. This says, reward them for the world they created, and it is a incense, smoked oud, and fuck the patriarchy scent. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I love anything incense related, so I had to get this. I love the scent. It burns really, really nicely. I find a lot of indie kind of candle companies, soy wax candles, they don't have as good of a scent throw as like a Bath & Body Works candle, but so far I've had a really good experience with the Evil Queen ones, and what I like about them is they also will put the scent throw rating on their website, so either a 1, 2, or 3. So I try to stick with the 2s or 3s, and yeah, I'm really happy about this candle, but of course I couldn't stop there. So the last time I bought from them, I bought around Mother's Day. I wanted to get one of their candles for my mom, and then I bought 1 or 2 for me. They started doing like samples where basically they put on a little card, a little just like dollop of wax, so you can't burn it, but you can smell it. And my boyfriend and I both really like the scent, and it is called Stolen Hoodie. So it says, "Good luck getting this back from me." And it is cedar, leather, and cozy vibes. And I really like this one. I haven't burned it yet, but it's honestly kind of like a mahogany teak wood kind of scent that you would get from Bath & Body Works, or like, you know, you're walking past Abercrombie in the mall, Hollister in the mall, like one of those masculine kind of scents. And my boyfriend and I really liked it when we got the sample, so I decided to pick this up because I knew we would both really, really like it. And I don't have a candle in this kind of scent family. Most of them, like I said, are very fall scents. So was happy to pick this up. And then they also had another candle that was separate from Burn It Down. It was they do a monthly donation candle, which also donates money. And this one was for a similar cause. And it's actually what I'm burning behind me, but let me bring it up. It's called Independent Bitch. It says, "I do this thing called whatever the fuck I want," and it is called, the scents are Amber, Sandalwood, and Doing Me. This is the first scent, or the first time I've lit it, and so far I really like it. It's just a nice kind of candle scent, Amber and Sandalwood, kind of a classic pairing. So I'm really happy with the candles. I'm excited to see what she releases for the fall launch because I'm very excited. I love fall candles. I love fall scents. I am, you know, it's middle of August, but I've decided it's fall time for me. I'm tired of the hot weather. I'm tired of sweating. I'm tired of the AC being on. I know September is like the unofficial start of fall, but I'm ready. I am mentally ready for fall. So those are the candles I bought. Again, I'm just trying to monitor my candle purchases because I don't want to go overboard this fall. I can sense it's going to happen, and I'm trying to monitor it. Where I do think I've been doing well is my makeup purchases. Of course, I've been buying, but I feel like I'm just in a really good place with my makeup purchasing. Like, I feel like just buying those lipsticks, which is something I typically plan for. I typically plan on buying Lisa Eldridge products twice a year. And so I kind of knew that was coming, and so, and then the palette was something I've wanted for a really long time. Now, there was another palette that recently came out that I've been wanting for a long time that was resurrected, and that was the Melt Muerte palette. I thought about it for quite a few days, whether or not I was going to purchase that palette. It's one I had FOMO about, and I still kind of have FOMO about. I believe it's sold out now. I just absolutely love that color story. I think the packaging's beautiful, but my only experience with Melt has not been a positive one. I really am not the biggest fan of their formula, and I know people have said the formula on Muerte is pretty good, but I just don't find myself wearing those colors super often, so I don't think it's a palette I would get a lot of use out of. So I'm really proud of myself for not buying that palette, because I feel like me a year ago would have just bought that palette immediately. I would have been like, yep, I wanted this palette, let me get it. And so I'm glad I really took the time to think about it, and it's not a direct dupe, but the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette has some of those reds and blues in it together, and I have not done a look with those colors once. I've never done a look with that palette that's similar, and so I just knew that it was not a palette I was going to get a ton of use out of. I might use it immediately once I first got it, but I knew it was a palette that I just wasn't going to get use out of. So I'm really proud of myself for not buying that, and I just feel like I'm in a pretty good place. Like, I really, really want to buy the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but I have 4 liquid illuminators that I would use in the exact same way as that product, and so I just don't have a need to use it right now or buy it right now because I have other liquid illuminators. And so it's something I want to try eventually, but for right now I don't need to buy it. And so I feel like I'm in a really good place with my makeup purchasing mentality so far. I bought one purchase in August. It's been something I've been planning for like, I don't know, like 9 months. So I'm very I feel good about where I am with my makeup purchasing, and I mean, hopefully it sticks. I have been in quite a bit of a makeup funk lately, but hopefully this kind of like not like just I feel like being better about my makeup purchases sticks around, because I'm feeling pretty good about it. And yeah, we'll see we'll see how August goes, but I'll just say it. I bought from Cleona. Why am I teasing it? So that was I spent quite a bit. I spent quite a bit, But I'm really happy with the shadows I picked, and I'm not planning on hopefully buying any makeup this month. I might, well, no. In August, Ulta usually has like a really big like member event if you're diamond or platinum. It's usually like 5 or 10 points. Like basically everything's 5 times the points, and then certain things are 10 times the points. I don't think I'm going to be buying any makeup in that. If I do, it would be like mascara or something, because I am starting to run low because I only have samples. But I think for that, I want to buy just like my like skincare and just buy a couple and take advantage of the points. But I don't think I'm going to be buying too much makeup. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling good. Very good month for me. I'm very proud of myself. So we'll see how August continues to go. I don't know if I'll do an August haul, because assuming the only thing I buy is the Cleona release and those candles. I'm not going to just do a haul video for the candles, and I plan on doing just a video on like what I bought during the Cleona launch. I don't know that I'll do a haul then, but we'll see, because, you know, I say things and then I end up buying a bunch of stuff, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go now, so I stopped rambling. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!